What's going on, everyone? It is me, the Lone Bot Wanderer, and I'm just doing a Fallout 4 news update, and I'm actually combining two different pieces of news that have come out relatively at the same time, and I don't want to make two separate videos about them. So the first one, and I'm sure most of you know about this, is that mods and 4K support are coming to the PlayStation 4 for Skyrim and Fallout 4. This is exciting news because, of course, previously Bethesda had announced that because of problems with working with Sony, that mod support for Fallout 4 and Skyrim was not going to be coming at all. But as a result of this new update, and you can check the link to the Bethesda.net article in the description below, you guys on the PlayStation 4 will be getting mods, although they're not going to be the mods that people get on the Xbox One, let alone the PC. So I'll read the updates for you and we'll move on to the next news bit. Bethesda has stated that we're excited to announce that mod support is coming to the PlayStation 4 for both Skyrim Special Edition and Fallout 4. Additionally, we'll also be supporting the new PlayStation 4 Pro with both titles. Skyrim will have these features when it launches on October 28. The new power of the PlayStation 4 Pro has allowed us to make Skyrim render in native 4K, interesting, and it looks better than ever. Here are some of the screens to show you just how great it looks. And then later they state that mod support will be coming to Skyrim first, which I think is really interesting, to be honest. We and Sony have worked hard to make this possible. Mods on PlayStation 4 will allow you to modify and create your own content by using our creation kit available here. You will not be able to upload external assets with your PlayStation 4 mods, but you will be able to use any assets that come with the game, as most mods do. By creating a Bethesda.net account, you'll be able to browse and try mods from right within the game. Now, the key point there is that while mod support is coming to both Fallout 4 and Skyrim, first, we don't necessarily know when it's coming to Fallout 4. All we know is that it's going to have to be sometime after October 28th, so it still might be over a month for you PlayStation 4 players, which kind of sucks, but at least it's coming. However, bear in mind that the mods aren't going to be able to use external assets. So, for example, any mod that adds in a new weapon, adds in new voice dialogue, adds in new quests, any mods that use assets or meshes or anything like that that are not the same as the base vanilla assets and meshes for Fallout 4, then those mods won't work. So to give you a random example, one of my favorite power armor mods is a Bioshock power armor mod, and you won't be able to use that on the PlayStation 4 because it's an external asset. So that will cut down on the number of mods and the types of different mods that's going to be accessible for you PlayStation 4 players. That does suck, to be honest. You might be able to get some lighting tweaks, you might be able to get some other great mods, don't get me wrong, but you're not going to be able to get the full suite of mods that even Xbox One players have access to. So just bear that in mind. You're not going to be getting the full deal, but at least you're getting something. At least this is a compromise that Bethesda and Sony has made, and you can at least dip your toe into the pool of modding. Now, the second news update is about a potential new DLC for Fallout 4. Now, we know that Nuka World was the last DLC for Fallout 4. It was mentioned a number of times. It was mentioned by Todd Howard at the E3 press conference by Bethesda, and also as well during some interviews with Adam Sessler and other people. And this is why this particular piece of news is quite interesting, because we could be getting one more piece of DLC. Now, this isn't confirmed, it isn't official or anything like that, but what this is coming from is the website known as SteamDB. This is essentially a site that gives you better insight into the applications and games and different packages that Steam has in its database. So for example, if you search for Fallout 4 in SteamDB, it gives you all of the information, including the app ID, the app type, which is a game, the name of the title, the developer, the publisher, the supported systems, the release date, all of the base information, including the rating of the game and also how many people are playing in the game. It gives you all of that information in a real accessible way. Additionally, it also tells you what different packages and what different DLC the game actually has on Steam. And if you click on that particular link called DLC, and I'll link it in the description below if you're interested, you'll see this particular screen pop up, and it shows all of the downloadable content or DLC for Fallout 4. So you've got Nuka World, you've got Vault-Tec Workshop, you've got Contraptions, Far Harbor, etc., and even the Season Pass. But about 21 hours ago, this new piece of downloadable content was added to Steam, and therefore SteamDB has picked it up. And it's called SteamDB Unknown App 540810. Now, because this is a new DLC entry, this has suggested to some people that this could actually be a brand new DLC for Fallout 4. There's a couple of Reddit threads that I want to also highlight to you right now. Those are linked in the description below, and people are speculating as to what these could be. Some say it could not be DLC, some people say it might be DLC. We don't really know at this stage, it's just something to keep in mind, and it's kind of interesting. Some people have even suggested that it could be something related to Fallout 4 VR, which might be true. I mean, you might be able to access the VR component of Fallout 4 VR using this DLC on Steam, although I don't really know how that would work. I don't know why a VR aspect of Fallout 4 would be listed as a DLC. I mean, who really knows? But apparently, the best speculation as to what this could be is similar to a Gunrunner's Arsenal DLC, like what we got with Fallout New Vegas, but for Fallout 4 instead. And the reason why this has come up is because there was another Reddit thread about a day ago, and I'll link that in the description below as well, with a user going by the name of impending_DM found new assets for guns from Nuka World that some people are speculating could be new guns or new assets that could very well be available in an upcoming DLC similar to a Gunrunner's. However, when asked that question, the actual person that found these assets said that no, it's very unlikely that these would be related to an upcoming Gunrunner DLC, because both of these assets, apparently according to impending_DM, were found within the meshes for Nuka World, and so unless they were quietly slipped in the past few days, these actually came with the DLC. So it might not be a Gunrunner style DLC, we really don't know what it could be, but at least it's something to keep an eye on. It might be a DLC, it might not be, but it is just quite strange how it's listed as a DLC with all of the other DLC in the Season Pass for Fallout 4. That does tend to suggest that it could be something DLC related. It might very well be a Gunrunner's DLC, we really don't know. It obviously won't include some of the gun assets that Reddit user found out about, but seriously, who really knows at this stage? Maybe it'll be a small DLC, but I would love to get your thoughts in the comments below about this. What do you think about both the Fallout 4 PS4 Mods news update and also as well this potential upcoming DLC for Fallout 4? Anyways, Wastelanders, that's all from me. This has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself, and would you kindly keep fighting the good fight.